Tom Brady may have won 6 Super Bowl titles, but the quarterback seems to be winning at life too. Today, we'll be telling you all about Tom Brady's rich lifestyle and how he spends his millions. So, let's get right into it. His insanely luxurious house in Southern California, where on the one hand, people straight away after getting married start deciding how to spend money on their honeymoon, Brady had some other things planned out. Right after he got married to Gisele Bündchen, who we all love too, he bought a house in Southern California, and even though he ended up selling it soon after, the house was worth a lot. Brady bought the house for $11 million, and then after 4 years of designing every single detail in it, he ended up selling it for $39.5 million, which is, of course, a lot of money. Many people were shocked when they heard that Brady and his wife had sold the first house that they bought together, as it was supposed to be their dream house, but all the other mansions and apartments that they bought after this were insanely expensive as well. Another expensive place Brady bought but never spent much time in. Nothing screams luxurious than an apartment in New York's One Madison condo building. Brady, together with his wife, bought an apartment there on the 47th floor back in 2014 for $11.7 million. The couple decided to put the place up for rent for $40,000 a month, and then, after 4 years, they sold the apartment for $13.95 million. Tom Brady recently shifted to the billionaire bunker in Miami. One thing's clear, Tom Brady is not the one to settle for less when it comes to buying mansions. The quarterback recently bought a house at Indian Creek Island for $17 million. The island has a great security system and offers a huge amount of privacy that almost every celebrity looks for. Brady's house is 5,000 square feet big, and the whole island is filled with other famous celebrities. Brady has decided to make the house eco-friendly as much as possible. He started living there with his wife and kids from December of 2020 and plans on making this place his dream home with Gisele. Imagine buying a house at a place where you love traveling to, whether it's to blow off some steam after a loss or to just go back to a place to find peace. Costa Rica is the place for Brady and his family. Most of the time, where other celebrities are seen traveling to one place or another, Brady always chooses Costa Rica to unwind. He spends so much of his time in Costa Rica that he even ended up buying a house there. It's not that the quarterback doesn't like traveling to different places, but the majority of his vacations are spent in Costa Rica with his family, and honestly, no one can blame him for this, as after those intense training sessions and brutal matches each year, buying a house at a place you love is definitely okay. His never-ending vacations. Spending your millions by traveling around the world for sure seems like the right way to live, whether that's traveling to the Great Wall of China or to the many deserts around the world. Tom Brady never misses an opportunity when it comes to traveling. Even though his all-time favorite place is Costa Rica, the rest of the time the quarterback gets on his way to traveling to the most luxurious places all around the world when he's feeling a little too adventurous. Till now, his most expensive vacation spots have been his visit to China in 2017 and to Italy with his wife Gisele, which became quite the topic for every news outlet. Not only these places, but Brady also once spent his vacations with his kids at Baker's Bay in the Bahamas, where they decided to stay at a lavish beachfront property, which is an absolute delight to not only look at, let alone live in. Baker's Bay is surrounded by boating, golfing, and basketball spots, and the whole family spent their time playing with not only each other, but with the hotel staff too. Among each of his vacations, his visit to Brazil is the wildest of them all, as he and his family explored every bit of Brazil's awesomeness. And of course, you can't expect a dad with 2 kids to not visit Disneyland at least once, right? Tom Brady has ticked every box for being the greatest human being ever. Brady took his kids to the Disney California Adventure Park in Anaheim, and according to the pictures, the family for sure had the time of their lives there. Brady's private jet seems more like an Uber. Yes, Tom Brady is that rich. Speaking of both the private jet and his many travels around the world, Brady once took a visit to Qatar with his family for a luxurious getaway to promote Qatar Airways. This was more like a paid partnership, but that doesn't mean that he and his family didn't take full benefit from it. During his visit to Qatar, he stayed at a luxurious hotel that had an insane indoor swimming pool and a lot of other things. Brady also took his family camel riding and took his taste buds for a treat to the most expensive restaurants in Qatar. Tom Brady, during this visit, definitely soaked in all the goodness of being a billionaire. The never-ending love of cars. A billionaire can't have that much money money and then not end up having a massive car collection. Like every other billionaire, Brady has affectionately shown his love of cars, starting with the most expensive one of them all, his Veyron Supersport that retails for $3 million. Following this to his $200,000 worth 2015 Ferrari M458T, and of course, if you've decided to make a deal with the one and only Aston Martin, then you'll get some sort of reward, right? Aston Martin gifted Brady a DB11 after making a deal with him in 2017. The car retails for $212,000. Now, you can't expect a father of two to roam around with them in a sports car, so for that, Brady also owns a 2015 Rolls-Royce Ghost and also a 2009 Audi R8 that retails for $165,000. That is the least expensive of them all in his massive car collection. Not to forget the very limited 2018 TB12 Aston Martin that he again got gifted, making his whole car collection worth so much more than all the other celebrities around the block. The quarterback even has a Bugatti Veyron Supersport that retails for $1.7 million. There are more cars as well in this collection, which includes the Cadillac Escalade Hybrid, the 2010 Lexus GS, the BMW X5, Ford Giselle, and Range Rover Lux. Brady is known to save a lot of his earnings as well, but when it comes to buying top-notch mansions and cars, he never backs out. Brady has always made sure that his teammates never get left out when it comes to cars. Brady had set the bar high a long time back for all of the future captains of the New England Patriots to come. In 2007, the New England Patriots became the second team in the history of the NFL to remain undefeated throughout the season, and to show how proud he felt of his O-line teammates, Brady gifted each one of them an Audi Q7 SUV that cost him $42,500 each. Tom Brady also spends his millions on none other than food. Boy, if that isn't a great way to spend your huge net worth on. We all know that Brady is an athlete and an amazing one too, so of course he's to follow a strict diet and a workout routine every day. But what many don't know is that on his cheat days, Brady likes going to some high-end restaurants as well. Now, this is the last thing you would expect from a billionaire. Not only him, but his whole family are foodies too, and while they are on their way vacationing, they visit every expensive restaurant around the block and indulge themselves in what looks like pure happiness. Brady has given thought to his investments as well. As a billionaire, it is important to spend your money on investments as well that can later help you to grow your brand, and Brady has invested in all the right things throughout his career. In 2013, Brady co-founded the TB12 health and fitness company, and what made the company insanely famous was when the quarterback posted about his training routine and his diet plan. He later invested more in this company and introduced his line of merchandise and healthy snacks that are both gluten-free and dairy-free. The quarterback, with the help of his company, has even launched a free post-injury rehabilitation care and training center for all those talented young athletes that are underprivileged. This nonprofit organization gets an add-on of new facilities every year. So, not only does Tom Brady like to live his life to the fullest, but also spends his millions by giving out to people as well. Brady for sure is living his dream by spending his millions on both his professional and personal life, and we hope he continues living his life this way. That's it for today's video. We'll see you in the next one.